session 158. I think it's 158 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday to you and happy August 1st. So some exciting things going on here because it's the first of the month. I do have a new host code to share with you. And Stampin' Up! Is having a Kits Collection sale. All the Kits Collection items in the online store. So that are these cute little kits, project kits, the card kits, there's tag kits, all of those, anything. It's not Paper Pumpkin, it's the Kits Collection. The Kits Collection kits are all anywhere between 10 and 30% off for the month of August, which is pretty exciting. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Wendy. Oh, it's beautiful here today. Yesterday we got quite a bit of rain, but today is absolutely beautiful. Temperatures are much cooler. It's comfortable. We can leave the windows open at night and actually sleep. So I am enjoying this cooler weather, this little reprieve from the crazy heat and humidity that we've been experiencing. So nice couple of days here in New York. So feel free to travel east if you're still experiencing bad weather. Hi, Nessa. Hello, hello. Yes, so we're going to do the Blossom Wishes kit. This came out last month, so it's only been available for a month, so it's new in the online store. And this one uses an interesting color combination. This is the kit. It actually makes slimline cards. So I'm going to show you how you can maybe add a little bit of cardstock and change it up, make them into regular size cards if that's what you want. But the color combination here, this bluish purple is actually Orchid Oasis, and this yellowish color is Wild Wheat, the new Wild Wheat in color. I know that has not been everybody's favorite new in color, but I think it's actually quite pretty here when paired with the Orchid Oasis and the pinky colors. They've matched it up with some petal pink as well as some sweet sorbet. So we've got a lot of the, let me see, 2022 to 2024 in colors, the Orchid Oasis, the Sweet Sorbet. Some of the darker greetings are the Starry Sky. Hi, Terry. Hello, hello. And then they've mixed in some of that Wild Wheat. That's one of the newest in colors. So I'm excited to share this kit with you. I love the kits. They make quick projects, great for crafters of all ages. The nice thing is they come in these cute little boxes that you can recycle for other things and other projects later on. This particular kit does not have a stamp set or anything. Everything is already pre-printed and ready to just pop out, pre-printed and die cut. I'm going to add in a couple of other sentiments because I personally I don't need all those birthdays. I personally don't celebrate birthdays, so I'm going to swap that out and use some other sentiments. So I think I'm going to use, I pulled in a couple stamp sets that have die cuts. So I pulled in Charming Sentiments as well as the Wonderful Thoughts. Both of these sentiment sets have a great variety, and then they have the little die cuts that go with them that give you that nice trimmed detail right close to the edge of the words. So I'm going to pull those in, and let's go ahead and get started. Hi, Karen. Hello, hello. Okay, so we'll flip around. Like I said, new month, so new host code here. My August code is QQ77QKTW. It's quite an interesting combination, but they are computer generated. So, oh, David's popping in real quick from the office. Hello, hello. All right. Oh, it's not hot, not hot, Corlett. Okay. I'm like, it's not hot today. It's beautiful. Cool enough. We could actually go for a walk outside. All right. So let's take a look. So this little kit was inside the little Stampin' Up! Box. Like I said, this is one of those that does not have a stamp set with it. This kit is on sale for just $11.70. Okay, so the Kits Collection items, I checked the prices on them earlier today. They range anywhere from $9 up to $20.70. The most expensive kit I saw was $20.70. So they're really quite a bargain. And each kit in the kits collection, the nice thing about those, whether they include stamping or not, but the kits are all inclusive. So if it includes a stamp set, then you'll also get a little block and an ink spot in that. And this one is actually just has everything pre-printed. So these are quite pretty Orchid Oasis envelopes here. And like I said, these are a slimline style. So the card size, does it tell me on here? Card size is, let me go ahead and fold that so we can see. All right, so it's, the envelope is 3.5 by 6.5. All right, so 3.5 by 6.5 is the finished size of the envelopes. The cards will be just a little bit smaller than that. All right, so we're gonna set those aside. Oh, so we've got 2 different sizes. I did not realize that. Okay, so 4 of the cards are the 3.5 by 6.5. And then the other 4 cards are much larger, and these are 3 3/4 by 8 3/4. Okay, 3 3/4 by 8 3/4. All right, so 2 different sizes. I did not realize that. It's kind of hard to tell from looking at the at the front of the kit graphic here. All right, so we've got some fun die cut pieces here. And believe it or not, this is the Wild Wheat color. It actually has more of a gold tone on it. These have some stitching detail, not only around the circles, but also on the edges. And if Wild Wheat if you're still not convinced after this kit and this video, then the back side is white, and you can make these any color you wanted with your Stampin' Up! Ink pads and some blending brushes. Okay. All right, so we've got our card bases. These are for the larger ones. And again, you can't tell this from the graphics online. And I'm sorry that, like I said, it's a little cooler today and it's a bit overcast. And since my lamp broke back here and I have not had a chance to replace it yet, it's a little dark. All right, but they have some, this one has like a chevron texture on the front. All right, I think you can see that a little bit more there. So that's really kind of neat. So those are the larger ones. And then the smaller ones here, they also have that chevron design on the front. And these have these Sweet Sorbet accent pieces. Again, nice stitching on there around the half circle as well as on the edges. But again, you can change it up with the white. Big sheet of Stampin' Dimensionals. So we'll set those up here. And then these are kind of cool. So the graphics, you do get them in the various languages. So if you only need English or whatever, share the others with a friend, a multilingual friend. My cousin teaches French, and she enjoys receiving my French sentiments because she makes projects with her students. And I have a couple of friends who speak German and have family not only here in the US, but family in Germany and Austria and around the world. And so they enjoy having the German sentiments to send to their family overseas. So a couple ideas to do with that. But they are, I don't know if you could tell, but they're iridescent. All right, it has like a foil design. It's a slightly embossed, but it's actually quite pretty. So that is in kind of the starry sky color. So you get a couple sheets of these because this has the birthday one on there. All right. The sentiments, they're a bit bigger than I expected too. All right, so now we have the fruit. These look like, it's funny, these, again, in the kit, they looked more like peaches to me, peaches and nectarines. Here, they do like nectarines, and these look more like pears. But again, I think depending on how you set it up, it's they can be whatever fruit you want there. We do have some, this is a layer of vellum. They're little vellum stars. I don't know if you can see the little flowers. All right, and they have a little yellow center to them. All right, so you have quite a few of those. And then the second set of sentiments here, again, they have that foil accent, this kind of a rim, a border around them. Okay, and so you do have the multiple languages. Hi, Polly. Hello, hello. We are checking out Stampin' Up's Blossom Wishes kit that just came out last month. There's a new kit that just made its debut today, and that is a festive tags kit for the holidays. All right, we've got glue dots there, and then gorgeous, gorgeous leaves. Oh, and I'm excited. These also have the foil detailing on them too. So really, really pretty. Okay, very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and make a couple of these projects as designed, and then let's see what we can do by adding in a little bit of cardstock to make some more traditional card designs. All right, so let's start with the smaller of the cards. All right, this is the one, the envelope size is 3.5 by 6.5, and so your finished size is 3.25 by 6.25. Okay. All right, so we need our smaller card base. We need this Sweet Sorbet stitched piece. We need I'm going to call these pairs. Okay, so we need a set of pairs. And then we need one of the larger leaf pieces. So there are actually multiple sizes here. So this is the larger one. And then there's, for the other card here, there's 2 smaller ones. Okay, so we'll gently pull those out. Okay, you can see those come from 2 different directions. This is a little bit bigger. Okay, so we've got those. And then we need, is that all we need? Wow, okay, super simple. All right, I told you these kits are quick and easy and fun for all ages, all craft levels, okay? So we're gonna put our dimensionals on this little border piece, kind of space them out down the edge as we go. Don't forget the corners and that bottom piece too. All right, so the nice thing is everything is die cut and prepped for you. Okay, so make sure your card is opening appropriately. Okay, that's the hardest thing on this card. All right, then we are going to adhere our border piece here to the front. Okay, just press that firmly. We're going to use a couple of dimensionals again to make our pairs pop up. If you have tried Stampin' Up's kits before, let me know if you have a favorite kit. There's actually quite a large selection in the online store now. They've been releasing 1 per month, so we have quite a few, which is pretty awesome. All right, so then we've got our leaves here, and we're going to use our glue dots for those. All right, and we're going to use my little take your pick tool here and just slide off a glue dot onto each of these lower leaves. These are the leaves that are going to tack onto the pairs. Okay. Oops. Boy, that one does not want to move. Okay. Okay, and then, yeah, then looks like I've got it. So we're just going to tack these on here. Now I think I might actually use another one. Get the glue dot right on the tip, and I'm going to tack that onto my stem and just pop that down just so it's not sticking up too much. Okay, so we are going to use some of these flowers that were here. They're all the same size. Well, it looks like we've got some small ones and some larger ones. So we're going to use 3 of the larger size. And then we're going to use 2 of the smaller ones. So definitely put something on your work surface, a little place to keep those, because with them being vellum and see-through, I can see how they could disappear onto your onto your desk quite easily. Now there is a up and a down. The up side, the flower is much brighter, and on the back side it is much softer. So we're going to put our, I should have put these upside down to begin with. Okay. And we're going to put a glue dot onto each of those. Okay. And then these will go on the branches. Okay. So they gently pop off there. And then we can put them wherever we want to, directly on our card. Okay. So we just tack these down. All right, so 1 large flower each of the intersections with the leaves, and then a small flower. Oh, can you hear the birds? Even the birds are enjoying this view today. It's so nice to be able to have the windows open and not have to run the air conditioning. Okay. All right. Here we go. So they just kind of pop up a little bit. The colors, I actually really enjoy the colors. They're quite pretty. And then, okay, that was so simple. Oh my goodness, that took no time. Now with this one, it is designed to have one of these little You Matter little embellishments on it. So you could pop that on here, and that just tucks down. You can overlap it just a little bit. All right, so that is the finished project, and that one goes with the smaller envelope. So that would definitely be designed, you could fit, if you're using a slimline card like this, you could fit a check, like a handwritten check, would fit in there just fine. Cash, so these would work good for as money cards, for things like that. And then the larger one, you could fit all kinds of stuff, because that is the full 8 3/4, so that is quite a bit longer. Okay, so we have our first card there. Now for the second card, again, we're using the larger base. I do love that they're embossed. We have our wild wheat overlay here, the 2 smaller branches. Okay, and then we've got a whole bunch of flower pieces for this one. Let me see if I can pop these out here on a little block so we can see them a little better. We need 4 of the larger flower. This time I am going to place them upside down, so it'll be easier to stick my glue dots on the back. All right, so 4 of the larger, and we need 7 of the smaller. Oops. Like I said, if you have a little dish or something, it would work good, because they do. They're a little hoppy. Okay, so 3, 4. So they do pop out of here pretty good, but you do want to use just a little bit of care. Okay, and last one here. Okay, we've got 7. All right, and we've got our glue dots and our dimensionals. Okay, and so with this one, it would be designed with the larger birthday sentiment. Again, I'm going to swap that out for something else, and we're going to use 2 of these. I'm calling them nectarines. You could call them apples. I guess it depends on the time of year that you are sending them out. They could be whatever you need them to be. Okay, so with this, we're going to go ahead and just put some dimensionals here along the back, kind of placing them evenly as we go down the line. Okay, and then down here at the bottom corners as well. Okay, so that was super easy. We'll just peel off the backing. The Kids collection is nice too because say you waited till the last minute because, you know, nobody else is a procrastinator, right? Only me. But say you need a quick card because you've been invited out, or, you know, somebody's anniversary or graduation, or you've got an event you need to go to, and you forgot to make a card earlier, or you didn't have a chance to run to the store. With a Kids collection, you could pull this out quick. They're designed to be quick and simple, and you could actually make these cards quicker than you could run to the store and try to pick one out. Okay, so it still gives you this gorgeous, you know, feel it homemade, the love behind it, but it is a nice, gorgeous, professionally finished elements on here. Okay, so love having a couple of quick kits on hand, all right, for whatever you might need. And if you had several kits, then you could swap out. We're going to do a set of apples or nectarines. I don't know, which do you guys prefer? I like apples in the fall and nectarines in the summer. All right, so we'll do some of the top and the bottom. All right, and then what we'll do with our leaf pieces. Okay, let me flip these over so we can put our glue dots on them. Again, tacking them down on the leaves here. Okay, take your pick tool, works great. I like this spatula end here. Okay, and then you can gently just peel those little backings off of them. Okay, so this one coming from the left, this is actually going to tuck right up underneath, tuck right into that little circle. All right, you can angle it a little bit, however you like. And then, there we go. And then just push it down. All right, so the end is hidden up under here, which is kind of cool, but you still have those foil leafy elements, gives it a neat 3D touch. And then this one is going to do the same thing up here at the top. It's going to tuck under. Okay, however you lay it out there. Okay, there we go. Fun little elements. Now we've got all of our flowers, so we're going to put little glue dots on those. We're going to do the big ones first. Okay, so again, at each of the leaf intersections, we get a big flower, and then we're going to layer with the little ones. So we'll do our big ones first here. And I guess we'll start at the top, and then we'll do the little ones. We need a few of them, 4 of them for the top section. Okay. All right, then we just layer those. Put one over here. All right, a little flower over there, and then one more And it's gonna go right in here. Okay, so you got some neat little flowers on there. And then for the lower section, okay, bigger flowers. And you'll still end up with a bunch of glue dots left over. Okay, so you'll have plenty. And let's see. There we go. And then the little ones, again, we'll layer them. It seems easiest to do. Boy, I just got, you tell a cloud just went overhead because I just lost what little sunlight that I have. I have an overhead light in here, but it's just not quite strong enough. So I hope the light here from my camera is working. Okay, a little one there. All right, so we've got all of our flowers and leaves and our fruit here. Okay, so whether it's nectarines or apples, whichever you prefer, but I like that because it can be, you know, it's open to interpretation that way, then it actually makes it a nice multi-season project. You could use that in spring, summer, or fall. Okay. All right. Okay, so we need some words. And like I said, I'm choosing not to use the happy birthday. So let's go ahead and pick something else. So I think I'm going to use, how about this, wishing you everything wonderful, because that could be used for any occasion. All right, so I'm going to put that up here on my D block. And we've got a nice piece that goes with that. All right, the die cut for it. And I just need some basic white cardstock. All right, find a piece here that'll work. Thank you, Wendy, for reminding everybody to give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's stamp this in our starry sky. Oh, my ink pad is having a little bit of a fit there. Does not want to slide. Okay, so we'll just use it like this. I do not want to get covered in ink any more than I have to right now. Okay, so we're going to stamp our sentiment on there. And then bring in the mini. Okay. All right, so mini, you're doing this, doing plate 1, okay, and then clear plate 2, stagger them a little bit. We've got our sentiment here. We're going to place our die cut on top. All right, and again, this is from the Charming Sentiments. Okay, put it on there, and then come in with second clear plate number 2. Pinch it tight, push it in, crank your handle. I apologize for the shaky camera there. Okay, there we go. And it came out quite nicely. All right, let me put this back in here so I don't lose it on myself. Okay. And then add a couple of dimensionals to the back. And then this will go right in the center of our piece. Let me push that down just a little bit. Okay. All right, there we go. Now, if you had used the birthday, then that would, just to show you guys, that's a little bit larger. That one would go right there in the middle. Okay. But if you use your own, then that's what it looks like. Okay. All right, so you've got some options. All right, so let's see what we can do here if we want to change this up a little bit and maybe make a more not a slimline card. Okay. All right, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead. I've got my trimmer here and I've got a little bit of cardstock, so I'm gonna follow the main format, but I'm going to pull in just a couple of traditional card bases. Okay. So I'm gonna start with some sweet sorbet here and just do a regular half sheet of sweet sorbet. And then I'm going to do a layer. Do I want to do a layer? No, you know what I think I might do is die cut a fun little scalloped piece for this. So I'm going to cut some basic white, and then I have my scalloped contours dies here that I think will work well for this. Okay, so I'm gonna make my card base. This is just a 5.5 by 8.5, folded at 4 1/4. Okay, and then for this piece, let's pull in our scalloped contours dies. All right, and let's go with the second largest. I think that would be good. All right, let's go with second largest for this one. That'll still fit through my mini. Okay, so we got, oh, I should have trimmed that down just a little bit closer. Okay, so I trimmed that down so it's 3.5 inches wide. That way it'll fit through the machine. And okay, so the second largest is not going to fit through the mini, so we're going to go with the smaller one. Okay, don't forget clear plate number 2, then your die on your paper. All right, and then second clear plate number 2. All right, crank it through. Sorry about the shake. Okay. All right, that way I can change it up a little bit. All right, let's see here. Do something like that. Maybe we want a little bit of, well, you could use the embossing folders, add a little bit of texture on here. Let's see. I don't have one that handy that I really like for this. So what I'm gonna do, oh, I got some glue on there. Let's take some of these fruity pieces. Yeah, let's take our pears. Okay. Pears and our larger die cut here. All right, decide how we want to line those up, okay, so that it goes just where you want it. Okay, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna put my glue dots directly onto the tops of my pears. All right, I think I like that better. I'm gonna put the glue dots right on here. and then peel the tops off. And then that way I can see exactly where I want those to go. Okay. Then I can dimensional the whole thing, and I can put one right where the leaf and the pear are overlapping. That makes it a little bit more secure. All right, again, doing the same thing on this side too. So I'm using a couple more dimensionals, but I want to make sure my design is secure. And then, actually, I think, let's do that. Let's flip that because I've got something, I got my design goobed up there. So let's come in here. I think that'll be cute. And then we can angle this like it's coming off the front. Excuse me. Okay. Kind of outlining this first. And then I can see I've got room here on the left where I'll put my sentiment. All right. And then we, again, you can use any sentiment that you want. But I've got charming sentiments and wonderful thoughts. Although with this, I think it doesn't need to be die cut. I think it just needs a cute little stamp there, in which case I could go with anything. Thankful, beyond grateful. You can do amazing things. You're much appreciated. Thinking of you. Let's see. Which sentiment do you guys think I should use? Should I go with a thinking of you? Or a thank you? I think something like that will work. Okay, let's see here. Let's go with the thank you on this one. Okay, because that way it'll fit perfectly down there on the left. Okay. And I'm going to stamp that first before I glue anything down. Again, make sure, give yourself a little bit room. Oh, Nessa says get well. Is there one on here? Get well would be a good one, but I don't think I have that on these. So I think I'm going to go with the thank you here, and I'm going to stamp that in the bottom left corner here of my die cut piece. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue this piece flat, and my Stampin' Seal is somewhere here. Okay. Okay, so it sometimes helps. Just lay things out first before you glue anything down. All right. Kept it simple, just a half sheet of cardstock. I did die cut a little white panel here, and then used my fruit and leaves from the kit. And we're going to position that so that the leaves come off the corner. Okay, make sure your leaves are staying in the frame of your card. Okay, but that way the branch kind of comes out of the corner like that, which I think is cute. I think it does need a little bit of, I think it needs a little bling on here. Let me see what I've got handy. I've got some of the in color dots, or I've got iridescent rhinestones. I feel like you can never go wrong with iridescent rhinestones. Okay. Nessa says, yeah, she uses Get Well and Thinking of You loads. Yeah, absolutely. Those are some of my most used as well. What do you guys think? Should I go with some of the in color dots in the orchid or the starry, or should I go with the iridescent? I feel like the iridescent it's just a little bit fancier. I think that's what I like. Okay, so yeah, I kept it simple. Not only because I'm kind of designing on the fly here, but but kits are meant to be simple. But sometimes you need, you know, something just a little bit different. Okay, sometimes you need to deviate from the kit just a little bit, and if you do have some additional supplies on hand, then you can, you know, quickly make what it is that you need. All right, let's go. We'll do one here, and then we'll come in and do one there. And how about right over here? We'll put one on the pear itself. So really quick, simple. I actually like that. It kind of looks like a little watermark, a little glisten there. Yeah, okay, really cute. Okay, let's do one with some wild wheat, okay, because I know that's not everybody's favorite. But I do feel like, at least with this project, it has a little bit more of a, like a golden, more of a golden yellow as opposed to poop brown, you know? I just said it, everybody was thinking it. Okay, so again, let's come in here. Just a traditional half sheet, okay? And then, all right, half sheet, we'll go ahead and just fold this here. Okay, so let's do, well, let's go ahead. Let's do a layer. I was going to do orchid, but let's do a layer of basic white. Okay, so 4 by 5 1/4. Oops, I need the cut blade, not just the scoring blade. Oh, that was a little long. That was 5 1/2. I need 5 1/4 by 4. There we go. Trim that down to the proper size. All right, so that will layer on top. And then let's check this out. I had an idea. I was kind of thinking that you could actually do, you could do one of those on here. Cut this into sections. I know I'm gonna cut into this. All right, I think I want to make sure that I am right between the stitching of those circles there. All right, yeah, that worked out pretty good. All right, so it's just a little bit smaller. Let's balance that out. I'm going to gently trim off of this side too, but again, making sure I don't want to trim into the circle. I just want to trim a little bit off the edge. Okay, there we go. That matches up a little bit better here. Okay. Let's do that. Whoops. So my creative juices are flowing here. Let's see what we've got. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Maybe I actually want to use some orchid as the base and then, or as the layer, and then do the white just behind the circle. I think maybe we'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to cut my orchid at 4 by 5 1/4. And then we'll use the white. We'll punch out a circle to fit behind that. Okay. So this way we can glue this down. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, layer that on there. Now this circle is, all right, so it's a 2-inch circle. So I'm going to use, let's see, I must have a circle punch around here somewhere. Well, I guess I can use the exactly 2-inch and it'll pretty much fit down in the hole. Okay, so we'll do that. And then, okay, so I think this will work. Let's pick a sentiment here for our circle. And all right, let's go ahead. We'll do the thinking of you. I think that'll fit. That's what Nessa had suggested. All right, let's do that. Okay, we'll do our thinking of you in the starry sky. Okay. And then, all right, so that, yeah, it fits perfectly in there. All right, and then we've got, for this one, I don't know that we need both. I think we just need one set of leaves this time. Okay, and one set of the apples or nectarines, whatever you want to call them here. Okay, let's see. Oh, I didn't realize that when I did this before. So the apples, nectarines here on the left, the top one overlaps the back. The left one overlaps the one on the right, and on these, the right one overlaps the one on the left. So they are a little bit directional. If you see that, left one overlaps the right, right overlaps. I just used 2 of the same on, on my card. All these little attentions to details. Okay, so since I'm going to use the leaf that comes off the left, I'm going to use the die cut. The left overlaps the right. Okay. All right. So again, I'm going to put my glue dots there directly onto my fruit. I think this is actually, I find this easier. Put the glue dot onto your fruit. That way you can line up exactly where you want your leaves to go. Okay. Put that in the proper position, then flip it over and use your dimensionals. All right, that gives it the added security there. And it holds everything together. And you only need 3. I think that works pretty well. Okay, so let's lay this out. If we do this, and we're coming, let's see here. That's kind of cute. But I'm thinking I want my sentiment in the middle. In which case I need to position this, there we go, so that it comes down off the left. I think that'll work, right? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so decide where you want it. Let's hold my circle in place. I'm going to put my dimensionals on this piece. Okay. All right, I'll put my dimensionals on first. Okay, that way I know exactly where I want everything, make sure they're even. And then I'm going to take this out, put a little bit of Stampin' Seal on the back, or your liquid glue, whatever your adhesive of choice. All right, then pop it back into the hole. Then I can put my fruit on top. Okay, and then my branch is coming off the left a little bit. Okay, let's put, oh, I didn't put any flowers on the other one. Let's put a couple of flowers on here. Let's go with 2 big ones. And we'll do 3 of the little ones. Okay, and then little glue dots. Oh, that one's sticking. So that one's like, put me on now. Okay. That one I'm going to put right over here. Okay. And then we'll do the big one. Okay. And then the little one. And then one more little one. Okay, cute, cute. All right, yeah, I think that came out good. You can always put a little glue dot behind the branch there if you want to kind of tack that, or a mini dimensional would work there. And then actually, let me check my bin. I have a little bit of the Starry Sky twine, a little shimmer ribbon there. That might be kind of cute. I'm gonna tuck that under. Let's see. Do I want a bow or just a knot? Let's try a bow. All right, hold that tight. Make my loops. And you can always adjust your loops. All right, yeah, I think that's kind of cute. What do you guys think? A little bit of ribbon on there. That was the Starry Sky metallic ribbon that came out with the last catalog. And then, yeah, I think that held tight there, but if you do need a little bit of extra security, you could put a little glue dot under there too. All right. I think I'm not going to overdo it with the gems on this one, so I think I'll leave this one as it is. All right. But a couple of fun alternates for you there. Again, we could create so many others, but I wanted to give you just a couple of quick ideas that you could use to, you know, put the additional pieces of the kit together, but ways that you could bring in some additional sentiments. So something like charming sentiments or wonderful thoughts, whether you did the stamps and the dies or just the stamps, would be a good value because you get so many different sentiments in each stamp set. All right, you get a really nice variety in there. But something like that would make a nice addition to the kit. And then you could change it up however you want. All right, then you can say a whole variety of things. But again, the cards as designed in the kit came together really quickly. Everything you need is in here. And then with the alternates, I did add in a couple additional pieces of cardstock. A Starry Sky ink pad would be, or even if you don't want it quite as dark, go with the Orchid Oasis. But you could definitely get away with one ink pad. Would do really well for this kit. And I think you'll really enjoy it. But the cards are super cute. Love the fruit. Whether you think they're pears or peaches or nectarines or apples, whatever your fruit choice. However fruity you're feeling. It is a super cute kit. And for just $11 and change, you can't beat that. 8 cards. You can't even buy cards at the store for that. The last time I even looked at the back of a Hallmark card, they were like $7 to $9 for just a flat folded generic card. All right, these are so much better. The kits allow you to quickly put together a nice professional looking card. Everything is, again, provided, done for you. You can put it together and then discard the box and have nothing, you know, no additional anything taking up room in your house. You could also make up the projects and gift the completed kit to somebody. Maybe somebody in your life loves giving cards or writing out cards and sending them, but doesn't maybe have the dexterity to make them anymore or the eyesight. So you could gift not only a kit, but you could gift a completed kit as well. So lots of uses for our kits. Again, check them out in the online store. I've got a link there in the video description. The entire month of August, kits are all the kits are 10 to 30% off. Some great values there. Like I said, the most expensive kit was $20. So lots, and that's the album kit, which not only comes with a card holder, but also the cards to go in it with the envelopes, all of that. Fantastic value. So really check those out. If there's a kit that you had your eye on that is not currently available, any of the kits that are shown in the online store right now, what you see is what's available. If it says not available, then that does mean Stampin' Up! Will be restocking it. However, I want to give you guys a heads up. If you have your eye on a particular kit, order that sooner rather than later, because some of the kits that have been in the online store, for some of the original kits that have been there a long time, Stampin' Up! Is actually phasing them out. And so once those kits are gone, they will not be coming back, okay? So the longer you wait into the month, then the higher the risk of not only kits going out of stock, but some of the kits becoming completely discontinued. So just a little heads up there. If you're not sure and you have questions about a kit, give me a, send me a message, give me a call, and I'm happy to help you out with that. And if you earned bonus days coupons from shopping in July, you can now redeem those as well. Your coupons should have been emailed to you at the time you placed your order. If you cannot find your coupon codes, please let me know and I will have Stampin' Up! Resend those to you, okay? So don't worry if you can't find your coupon code. Let me know ahead of time and we will make sure you get your coupons. And those coupons can be used on any size order. You don't have to have a minimum in order to use your $5 coupon, okay? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great afternoon and a fantastic rest of your week. Happy stamping. Stay cool. And we'll be seeing you soon. I will not be live on Friday as usual. This Friday, my husband and I will be attending a weekend-long convention. So we'll be traveling to Henrietta, New York. We will be learning all about exercising patience. Gee, none of us ever run out of patience, do we? Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. But yes, because we will be attending a convention this weekend, I will not be live as usual. However, I will be putting in my demo pre-order for the upcoming mini catalog. And the next time I do a video, I will have some pre-order goodies to share with you, which is pretty exciting. And if you are interested in ordering from the mini catalog and you are not patient and you don't want to wait until it goes live for customers in September, then you can actually, if you join my Creative Cardiology team, if you become purchase a Stampin' Up! Starter Kit, you can add those pre-order products to your starter kit during the month of August, which is pretty exciting. And then you can shop at a minimum 20% discount. So if that sounds good to you, again, reach out to me about that as well. There is a link in my video description here that has a link to join Stampin' Up! And once you get in there, then you will be able to see the pre-order products to add to your starter kit. So lots of options. I think something for everybody. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Nessa's already been to this convention, so she says I'm in for a treat. Well, we are really looking forward to it. All right, Wendy says, let her know how to find some patients. Well, I'm sure I will be full of tips after this weekend. All right, thank you guys so much. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.